whenever you're training for whatever you could be training for, don't train to fit in, to, to be adequate. Don't train to look like other people you see around you. Train to not look like other people around you, and train to be so much better than them that it's embarrassing how bad they are compared to you. And, you know, this mindset, you could easily get distracted and easily obtain a high ego by thinking that, you see yourself above other people in the sense of confidently, like, you have to know that this person is not better than you. And in no way is that ego. If anything, that's inner confidence and that's inner complacency with who you are right now. But at the same time, it's, I'm still improving every single day and I have so much to learn from. But at the same time, like, I accept who I am and I'm gonna move forward from that. It has to be that sort of thing. And I think a lot of the time, as people who follow God, they can tend to be a little overly nice. I have a couple of teammates who are followers of God, not necessarily abiding by all the commandments in the Bible, but, who am I to judge a brother when I'm imperfect as well? But I'm just saying that whenever you follow God, it can be easy to think that, Jesus was nice and that Jesus just let everybody walk all over him all the time, which is not true. Yes, Jesus let people walk over him, but that was because, like, he knew what was coming in the end, and he knew why he was doing it. He was doing it for us, and he was kind, but he had people in check. He checked the Pharisees. He checked those people who were pretenders on the street. He checked those Jews praying on the streets and in the synagogues, saying it was just for show. He called them out. He didn't just say, oh, I'm not going to call you out because I feel nice. No, I'm going to call you out because I care about my own religion. I care about my Father in heaven. I care about my children enough that I'm going to call people out in their impurities and help them become better. Just like you need to. You need to call yourself out every once in a while. Stop being so nice to yourself. Stop being so, like, just perfect with yourself, and just start being real and start being kind with other people. Yeah, you might lose friends, but those friends were never friends. If you lose friends just because you say something, like, slightly controversial to them, that was never a friend. That was a yes man. And whenever something goes wrong with yes men, they always leave you and they desert you. But guess what? Sometimes God wants you to be alone. I'm not saying you have to desert yourself every single time, because I did that, and I'm telling you that is not the way to go. You should never desert yourself, because, first of all, like, aim to ask God to put people around you who will not only bring you up as a person, but keep you in check. Like, there has to be an inner circle of people around you who, like, really know who you are, so that when you're not you, they can bring you back. Additionally, like, you just gotta start being real with other people. Stop sugarcoating shit to other people and stop just being so okay with just mediocre results, bro. I feel like a lot of the time we're so okay with mediocre results because we just compare ourselves to other people. But I think that's exactly what the whole system wants you to do. It wants you to compare yourself to other people. It wants you to get a normal job. It wants you to get just a 4-year degree and then go to college and then get a couple $100,000 and then retire. And then after that, live 5 years and then you're done and then you're dead and you don't remember half of your life. you're not even gonna, if the generation before us remembered maybe half their life and they say it went super quick, in the digital age where there's so many distractions and there's just so many off-putting things you see all around you in the media that's not even real, like, how do you think that you're gonna get anything done if you're just constantly being led on by the media and just the system? Sometimes you don't realize how trapped you are until you can't get out, to the point where you're so in the shits that you don't even know where to begin to pull yourself out of. And I think that's what I realized a long time ago, is that, it's not only the environment inside me, but it's the environment around me that kind of just affects how I take things about. I mean that in the sense of like just the stuff around you, school, social media, just what you see on a daily basis. It really affects who you become as a person. I feel like a lot of the time people are so easy to give up nowadays, and like jokingly, if you say I give up, like, cool, but I mean that in a literal sense of, after, I'm sure you've probably done this, you've seen a motivational reel or a motivational video that kind of lit a fire inside you, that like just urged you to wake up early. But when that alarm clock rang, you most likely hit snooze. And be honest with yourself. This isn't a place to compete with other people and show that, oh, I didn't hit snooze, or even if I did, it was still at 4 a.m. It doesn't even matter. I'm hard, and no Diddy, I'm hard, but nothing affects me ever. Be human, be honest with yourself, bro. I think that a lot of the time, whenever we see that motivational video or that motivational reel, I think it's out of good intent that you see that video, but you have to remember that love waits and lust rushes. If you're constantly lusting for improvement in results, because in those videos, that's what they promise you. They promise you results. They promise you that you'll get better. But when you wake up, you don't get up, and you don't want to get up because you have to put in that work, and that shows that you don't love the process, and that shows that you don't love just your daily routine, and you're not happy with how you're living. And instead, that just shows that you're just lusting for fame and for positive images in other people's eyes, and just for all those greedy things that you see online. Just that lavish lifestyle that you're lusting for. You're never gonna obtain that rightfully without love. And you can say that sounds corny all you want, but it's facts. You only get so far. Going from a steep hill, eventually you're gonna drop. If you love what you do every single day, it's a little step up each day like that. And it might feel slow, but trust me, after one day, you might feel nothing. After 1 week, you might feel something. In 1 year, you might feel more. In 10 years, you'll feel the most. And in 40 years, you'll feel everything, when you truly understand kind of why everything has happened, and you've had that time to reflect on your life. Just every time you're working towards something and you see people achieving these great things, it doesn't mean they're ahead of you. And it doesn't mean that you have to look at anybody else's lane but yours. Just remember, every time you're working towards a goal, don't be the tortoise. I meant don't be the hare, be the tortoise.